And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live on the road today. We are show number 2,177 on the road to Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on this Monday, November the 4th. Gorgeous day out there. Lots going on. Goodness, all kinds of sports. Transitioning from season to season. High school football playoffs start this weekend. We're going to break that down for you here in just a second. We've got one coming up, of course. We got a biggie. Friday night, they're all big now. Knox Fulton coming to town. Again, single elimination. If you win, you keep trucking. If you lose, your season's over. And so we'll break that down here coming up in all six classes. Who's going to be playing where in the playoffs? As we've said all along, you wait and you wait. And you go through the dead period in July. Then the season starts and boom, it's here. Gone. Regular season in the books. We've got a Meet the Cyclone basketball event coming up on Thursday. That's how fast we're transitioning into the new sports season. We'll tell you all about that. And also, we've got volleyball tomorrow night. Milligan Volleyball, the final match of the regular season, going for their 13th straight win. They are on fire. Don Eva's volleyball team. So we'll tell you all about what's going on with that and other Milligan sports, as we're your source for Milligan sports right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's get it started. National anthem time. How about Chris Stapleton? How about turn him loose and give you the national anthem from Mr. Stapleton right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show? And then we'll jump in and get after a couple of birthdays today. Matthew McConaughey having a birthday. He's a chick magnet. He is 55 today. Matthew McConaughey. And Loretta Swit, you know her from Hot Lips on the MASH TV series. She's having a birthday today. She's 87. Chris Stapleton, national anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, oh, so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad strides and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular amongst birds singing up, yeah, through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's take a look at football. Sheriff Fraley says, hard to believe it's playoff time already. You're exactly right. Hello, Charlotte Tolley. Yeah, let's talk about that band real quick. We were there for the come on home or the coming home or whatever, coming back on the buses. Third straight band championship, fourth straight color guard championship. Now you think about that. You go down, and so they won it by over 2 points. What does that mean? 2 points in the band competition is like 3 or 4 touchdowns. It was a blowout. Wasn't even close. Second team this year, second band was Signal Mountain. So Anyway, hello, Robert Mize. How you doing, sir? So, yes, congratulations to Betsy Band. He's going to be here one day this week to bring his trophy. He had a meeting today. Couldn't get here. So it is a professional day today. School is out for Elizabethton City today and tomorrow, so they're scattered. Lucas Honeycutt will be here in a little while. So as I said earlier, we're transitioning to basketball now. We got a basketball jamboree, Meet the Cyclones Thursday. The jamboree's next week, and then we start basketball, both Elizabethton and Milligan. So it doesn't stop, and that's okay. All right, high school football, here we go. Who's playing where on Friday night? Everything starts at 7. It is single elimination. If you lose, you go home. It's real simple. Week by week, single elimination in 6A. Dobbins Bennett snapping that 5-game losing streak. They beat Science Hill 18-12 on Friday night. So they'll be at home, and so will Science Hill. Dobbins Bennett will host Farragut. The Hilltoppers will host Cleveland. We'll have Coach Carter on later on this week. We're at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Jefferson County will be at Bearden, and William Blount will be at Maryville. That's your 4 teams in 6A. In 5A, you have Sevier County, the Smoky Bears hosting Knox Central. Knox Halls, the Red Devils will be at Morristown West. Tennessee High travels to Knox Powell, and Crockett will travel to Knox West. That's 5A. 4A, that's us. Knox Fulton, the Falcons here Friday night. Airtime 6:20, kickoff at 7 o'clock. Audio and video will be on camera this week. That's good because we're having homecoming. We couldn't have it earlier in the year because of everything that happened, and so we will have homecoming, pretty girls, handsome boys, the parade, the Cyclone Walk with Axel Steins. We'll have it all for you coming up on Friday night starting at 6:20. Greenville will host the Hornets of Knox Carter. Cherokee will travel to Knox Gibbs, and Northview Academy, the Cougars, will be at Anderson County. Hello, Laura Lewis. How you doing, lady? If the Cyclones win Friday night, and that's the goal, they'll be probably more than likely going to Anderson County next week. But that's all very much up in the air. 3A, Unicoi County hosting Union County. Johnson County hosting Austin East. Gatlinburg-Pittman will be at Kingston. And Pigeon Forge will play at Alcoa. That's in 3A. In 2A, Friday night, South Green, the Rebels will host Tellico Plains. Happy Valley will be at home. We'll talk to Jason Jarrett later this week. We'll be home against Polk County. Eagleton Academy will be at Bledsoe County, and Hampton, the Bulldogs, travel to York Institute. That's in 2A. And single A football Friday night. Cosby hosting Rockwood. North Green will be hosting Harriman. Cloudland will travel to Oliver Springs, and Jellicoe will travel to Coalfield. And that's your games. Again, everything's single elimination. If you win it, you stay, keep playing. If you lose, it's over. And so I'm doing good, Laura. Thank you. How kind. She said I'm doing good on yourself. Isn't that sweet? Thank you, Laura. Now, I'm going to get on my soapbox real quick before the Queen gets in here. Why do you have a playoff in Tennessee? In 4A, case in point, Ridgeway is 1-8. Now, what is the motivation for a football program? Why would you have a playoff structure that you have a team that's 1-8? 1-8 is in the playoffs. Ridgeway. Well, he can't help us because the region take the top 4. Then why do you take the top 4? I would sit and look at Matthew Gillespie down at the TWA, any of these people, and say, why in the name of the good Lord do you let a team go the whole year and put them in the playoffs and they're 1-8? Makes no sense to me. And it's unfair because they're playing Dyer County, case in point, who's 9-1. We know what's going to happen there, at least on paper. It may not happen that way on the field, but you're 1-8 and they're 9-1 and you're playing them at their place. Obion County in 4A. I haven't broke down the other ones. The other class, but I will. One year they were there's a team in there that's 0-10. Are you kidding me? Why would you structure something and set up a platform? Well, it's to make money, obviously. But be that as it may, Obion County is 3-7, but Ridgeway in the playoffs, and the record is 1-8. I don't get it. So, and ain't nobody. I've asked him down there at the Ivory Tower at TWSAA. Nobody seems to know. Well, it's real simple. It's money. So, and I'm going to crunch some numbers tonight. We'll be at Port Travis tomorrow, so I will show you what kind of money the TWSAA is making off this. Just the first round of the games. It's unbelievable. Then, on top of that, to stream the game Friday night, it's $750 to stream the game. Just to flip the switch on for the camera to promote high school athletes in Tennessee. Wrong. That's me. So, and again, they probably don't appreciate that down in Lebanon, but that's okay. It's the way it is. You're promoting high school student athletes in Tennessee, and to promote them, and put them out there where everybody can see. Case in point, the band send-off the other night had, let's see, 6 or 7 people. I know 6 for sure. I have to go back and count. That had texted me somewhere other outside of here or somewhere else in the country saying thank you. I got to see my granddaughter, my niece's son, whatever, however they're tied into them. So it is with the football games. So Friday night, Knox Fulton's fans will to see the game too, because we're going to stream it for both teams, obviously. So I don't get it why they're charging $750 a game to flip the camera on. If you don't use the camera, there's no charge. So I don't get it, but that's what they're doing. But anyway, we crunched some numbers the other night. Carrie and I did. I want to say $42,000. I'll have to go back and we did under the assumption out of every game, playoff game, half of them are going to be streamed at $750. We just did a 50%. Half of all the games Friday night, 6 classes. Let's see. I can tell you right now what it is. You won't get me fired up here to get stoked. And she's over here going, I just want to come talk about the credit union. You're over here getting fired up. I'm not getting fired. It's just ridiculous. All right, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, 16 first-round games. So I'll crunch the numbers and get back to you on that. Hello, Carolyn Williams. You're welcome. You are the bomb. You're welcome to the band coverage. It's awesome. Those kids work very hard. When I introduced them the other night, I said student athletes is exactly what they are. They're athletes. For them to go this way, blowing a trumpet or trombone, and go that way, and then go back this way, and then back up. I mean, I'm over there laying on the field, sprawled out like a calf on newborn calf on ice. I mean, there's no way I could do it. I told you the one time I went to the UT game, I could care. They played Florida's 2 years ago. Don't even know what the score was, could care less. But on my phone, about every other week, I'll sit there and watch the Pride of the Southland Band. I don't know how they do it. The other night, I saw the clip, the highlight, where they had all the lights off, except the T was lit up, and I thought, that is really cool. So I'm a big fan of the bands. I don't see how they do it, to walk and do this and do that and go step for step. Everybody's in cadence. So anyway, the band, thank you, Carolyn, you're very kind. But, yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big band guy. So do you play a musical instrument? No. Can you sing? No, not in the least. Can't call hogs, but that's okay. He says make a joyful noise. More like a joyful beller, but we sing, but it's not very good. Anyway, thank you. You're very kind. So I'm going to crunch some numbers and let you know tomorrow what kind of money they're making off these games. Unbelievable for a high school ball games. So anyway, you know what? Ain't going to change a thing. Me sitting here just ranting and raving. I'm not really ranting, just telling you that it's totally unfair, I think, to the student athletes when you have someone that's willing to go out here and stream these games and showcase your kids and grandkids and nephews and nieces, and you got to pony up $750 to flip the camera on to do it. Not good. All right, Big John's Closeouts. He's here, and she's here. Yeah. She has a different voice today. It's really cool. She may say, my name is Tom Taylor. It's be really cool. She joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports. Loyal, buy local. He's up against the big boy chains. We know that. Why Big John's Closeouts? What do you feel like separates you from the chains?
Well, I think there's a number of factors I think that go into that. Number one, we're local folks. We shop with you all in other places. We go to church with you. We're involved in civic organizations with you. What money you spend here stays here. You know, it goes to support the payroll and, of course, local taxes. As far as that goes, it also supports a lot of nonprofits as well as sports teams, little leagues, softball, all kind of different things we try to support. We support all the high schools, both city and county, either through, fence signs or gymnasium signs or whatever with yearbooks and the whole bit. So, what you're spending local is staying local. And also we believe, customer service. I came up through the Patey Lumber Company ranks from many years ago. 1977 is when I started. And if you didn't get up and wait on people, or you didn't speak to people, or you didn't try to help people, you wouldn't go to stick around very long. So you learned, that it was important, not only to try to just ask people, but to listen, find out what they're trying to do, find out ways that you can help them as far as that goes. And so all that's very important to us.
There you go, folks. Be loyal, buy local, support them. Big John's Closeouts here in downtown Elizabeth with hammer high prices. Great sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Big John's Closeouts.
Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, she's here. Hello.
Hi.
I love it. Hi. It's good
I know.
stuff. She's got allergies and wind stand. It's that time of year. So, and she's battling through it. She's a trooper. So, she was on the field the other night. Was that not a cool thing the band sent off? I mean, I know you're a part of it. You're one of your peeps was one of the seniors on the band, on the Betsy band.
That's right.
And I thought it was awesome. So
it was a really great night. I think they deserve all the credit.
Oh, absolutely.
They do a fantastic job, obviously.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
So the scoring in a band, I found this out yesterday. They beat Signal Mountain, the second place school, by 2.3 points. So usually, the last couple of years they've won, it's been to like .100. I mean, it's down to millipoints. So this weekend when they go to Smyrna, and they competed and they beat, again, the second place band, who's very good, Signal Mountain, beat them by 2 points. And so in a football analogy, it's like 3 or 4 touchdowns. It was a blowout. So, and that just shows you how good they are. And some of the kids I talked to yesterday got off the bus said, everybody's coming after us now. That happens when you win 3 championships. All of a sudden, you become the hunted. The target gets a little bit bigger each year on your back. So, anyway, congratulations. The Color Guard, we're talking about Elizabethton High School's band, the Betsy Band. The Color Guard won their 4th straight Color Guard state championship. I don't know where the line's drawn where it becomes a quote-unquote dynasty, but you win 3 straight band and 4 straight Color Guard, you're making your mark, and now it's the 7th band championship for Elizabethton High School. So it's incredible. You had one involved. Did you go down for it?
I did not.
Yeah.
I did not. We were on call for work.
Yeah.
But I have seen their performances. This theme this year has been my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? They put the practice in. You put the time in, you're going to be that good.
Yeah.
And they've proven that.
I forgot to put her new name on the screen. I just looked down and saw that. So, and she was nice enough not to correct me, but it's,
I'm on so much medication, I don't even know where I'm at.
Hi, my name's Tom. Nice to meet you. Good. She's like,
Mr. Moss. Nice to
Mrs. Moss, there you go. She's like, who is this guy? Where am I? I'm kind of foggy because she's on medication, bless her heart. So Carolyn says, sounds like you sing like I do. We will sound great in the heavenly choir. You got that right. Hello to Charlotte Tolley. Thank you, ma'am, very much. Tracy Bowling, Jesse Harden up in Shell Creek. Hello, Bobby Shelton. Thank you all for being with us. Again, the needs there. Coming up, by the way, a little bit later on, Travis Tyler's going to be here from Grace Baptist Church. We had him on Friday. Under the umbrella of the Southern Baptist Convention, the Tennessee Disaster Relief are in here looking for folks to help for free, to help with the recovery. Mm-hmm. And so Travis is going to be here. They are staying currently at Grace Baptist Church up Broad Street Extension. And so he's going to be here at the top of the hour to tell you again, we're going to drive this home. It's free. Why would you not let these people help you out? They are, I mean, this is not a scam. If they were a scam, they wouldn't be on the show. So this is legit. They're looking for. They don't want to go back home. They're looking for projects to help people get up underneath crawl spaces and clean out the muck, whatever you need. Cut down trees. Again, we'll go through that with him when he gets here in a little while. So anyway, we appreciate all that's going on. The need's still there. So we roll into segueing into the 19E branch got flooded, and so you have a positive, uplifting update. What's the latest? What's going to happen?
We do. We're excited to tell you that between Thanksgiving and Christmas, we're going to have a temporary location for all our member needs. So be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there is going to be a new temporary location on 19E. So in the general area, it may be up and down the road, wherever it is, but there's going to be one. That's the bottom line. So,
Yep.
and that's a great thing. Now, the new one over here behind us, behind the school, what's the latest on it? Where are we still? Have they built the walkway yet?
We're just putting some lipstick on it. It's basically final touches is what I like to say.
Yeah.
It's almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they build a walkway?
Not yet.
Yeah.
We have started construction inside of our main office. That is still as planned. You walk in there, it looks like a industrial building, but they're working really hard at night, after hours.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get it done. So
I'm a redneck, so when they told me, I thought, man, this is really cool. They're going to have a walkway between the current building and the new training center over top of the drive-through, so you'll be able to walk over and look down. I know that seems, what's the big deal? I don't know. I'm a redneck. I think it was really cool. They're building a walkway. So I want to walk across that walkway one day. It'd be neat. So
sure.
that's where we are. That's what's going on. So we are going to have a temporary location, the 19E branch.
Yes.
That's the only one got directly affected by the flooding. And so that'll be coming up between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And she'll be back to give us more details on that. So
That's right.
what else going on? You got lots of things
We've
happening.
got, United Way celebrity bagging groceries. The Tuesday before Thanksgiving, we always do that. And downtown, we've got Small Business Saturday. This Sunday, is open house. We'll be there for that.
Yep.
So there's so much that we're going to be doing. Christmas is coming really quick. Thanksgiving is coming,
Quicker.
I know it's so fast, but we're involved in all the things, and we're just keep on trucking on.
You want to know? Because I'm getting ready to tell you.
What's that?
How many days?
Oh, he
Yeah.
likes to do this.
Oh, I do. I love doing it. So
Yeah.
drives people nuts. There you go. Till
50
Christmas Eve.
days.
50 days to Christmas Eve. There you go. So,
My
yes,
goodness.
there is going to be a Christmas open house this Sunday in downtown Elizabeth.
There
We'll
is.
talk more about that when we get a little closer because we got several of our sponsors going to be down there. Of course, they are down there, going to be open. So we talk about this every time, but we are 50 days out from this year's Christmas, but you'd be very smart starting now and start a Christmas club for next year
Right.
and put, I don't know, if you did $10 a week, that's $40 a month, that'd be $480. All right. So if you did $100 a month, you can do the math, $1,200 between now and then. So, and you put it back over there, and I promise you, 'cause I looked at mine the other day, I was like, I don't have that much in there. Because you put them in and go, okay, every time I'm in, I say, put a little bit here, and it adds up. And so it's just that easy to do that, isn't it?
It's really easy. It's it doesn't take a lot of money weekly. You can start out low, but it adds up. It really
Absolutely.
does.
Yep. So Christmas Club new to the branch is very simple. What must we do to get one started? Pretty easy.
You can call us if you're already a member, and we can just add it to your account. If you're not a member, it's super easy. You can apply at bmycu.org, or you can come in one of our convenient locations, and it doesn't take long at all.
You really don't sound that bad. So more I hear you talking, I'm thinking, she's all right. She don't sound bad.
I
She's fine.
definitely don't sound like myself.
No. Well, you're a little froggy.
I
But
sound worse than I feel.
yeah.
I don't feel that bad
No.
at all.
No. You're all right.
Just changing it up a little bit. I might sing a little bass today.
Baba Mau Mau.
There's no soprano today.
No.
No.
No, you're not up in the balcony today.
I'm not.
You're down in the cellar today.
I
Got that
am.
bass voice going. That's
Yes.
okay. So I say I can go. You do the bass. I go. Ah. I'll go up in the balcony.
Tenor.
Oh yeah, tenor.
I love it.
As my father told me one time, he said I was singing. He said, "Why don't you sing tenor?" I said, "Okay." He said, "About 10 or 15 miles up the road." I said,
Oh.
"Okay."
Oh.
Oh yeah. Then one night I was singing in my bedroom, and he beat on the door. And he said, "Hey," I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Won't you sing solo?" I said, "I am." He said, "No, solo. Nobody else can hear you." Shut the door, and I went, "Boom! Thanks, Dad."
So nice.
Thanks.
That is so sweet.
Oh, thanks for the encouragement, Dad. That's good.
Wow.
Made me feel really good.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah. So of course he was joking, but the point was made. That was a long time ago, and I ain't forgot it. So,
No, you haven't.
but she can sing. I've heard her sing, and I've heard on good reports she can sing, but it won't be today. So, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Oh, yes.
Your hub's all about them, and they won
Wow.
again. They're the real deal.
They're one below Tennessee right now, ranked.
Hmm. They are.
They actually, first time they were behind starting off in a game this year with Michigan State.
Hmm.
The first time they've ever been behind first starting out. But we were a little nervous.
Oh,
But it went very well because they're a second half team.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
can finish a game.
They flipped the switch and one going away. So Indiana's the deal. They got a couple of biggies coming up.
Yep.
They got Ohio State in a week or two. I
Yeah.
don't know the schedule for that's the biggie.
That's the biggie.
Ohio State went on the road and beat Penn State. That was a biggie. Hello, Pete Welch. How you doing? Tennessee, I don't know if they struggled. They finally got it going in the second half and beat Kentucky. They got Mississippi State at home this Saturday night against the Bulldogs before they go to Georgia. And Tennessee's men's team starts tonight. They take on Gardner-Webb at Thompson Bowling Arena. And tomorrow night, the Lady Vols crank it up. They've got Sanford tomorrow night at Thompson Bowling Arena. So it's here. We're
It is here.
transitioning. It's hard to believe.
I know.
I talk about this before you sit down. The football, you go through spring practice, you have the 2-week dead period, then you start fall practice, you get into the jamborees, opening night, boom, season's over, and now you're getting ready for the playoffs. So there you go. It just marches on. So who does Indiana play this week? Do we know?
Is it Michigan
I don't know. I've got it right here. You want me to look?
University?
Yeah. When I'm doing that, while I'm doing that,
Purdue?
tell us. I think.
I think they play Ohio State and Purdue. I think Ohio is in a couple.
They've got Michigan at home.
Yeah.
At 3:30. The Wolverines are coming to the land of the Hoosiers.
That one's
and
not going to be easy either.
that's in Bloomington, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. It's not far from here.
No. Yeah. Have you been there?
No, but I think we're going to go next year.
Oh, are we?
I
Very
think
good.
so.
Mrs. DeMoss on the road trip. Going to go see
Yeah.
the Hoosiers.
That's right.
Now, does he like basketball too?
Oh, yeah.
He just likes Indiana, period.
Oh,
Okay. So,
such an Indiana fan. Hoosiers all the way.
does he
loves
like Larry Bird? Larry Bird's from Indiana.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
I've never met this man. I got to meet him. If he likes Larry Bird, boom, hit that. All right, got my new bell. So, anyway, Indiana, it's going to be good. The Indiana Hoosiers, they are for real. They've already qualified for the playoffs. They are at the top of the totem pole in the Big Ten. They have some big games coming. By the way, tomorrow, the college football playoffs, the first set of brackets will come out tomorrow. The first ratings, if you will, the polls for tomorrow. Tennessee should be in there. Indiana will be in there. Georgia, Ohio State, Miami of Florida. I'm probably leaving somebody off here. I'm going by memory. Who else? Ohio State, Indiana, Penn State, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, maybe Clemson. We'll see. But
Yeah.
it'll come out tomorrow. So we're going to run all that down for you in a few minutes. College football. She's here. So the big news is there's going to be a temporary branch for the credit union on 19E between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So it'll open up at somewhere at that point, and you're going to let us know when. That's good.
That's right.
Matthew McConaughey's having a birthday today.
All right, all right, all right.
That's all I wanted to hear. 55 years old. All right, all right, all right. So, and I saw him the other night. It was really cool. He went on The View.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. And so what's her name jumped him. Joy somebody. I can't say her last name, but I watched it and I'm thinking. I watched it the other night I watched his interview because it said Matthew McConaughey puts him down or whatever, jumps him, and he probably did. So, or in fact, I know he did. So I thought, why would you ever go on that show? But anyway, he went on there and held his ground, and he's the deal. He was the guy that played the coach in the movie We Are Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That was so good.
yeah, Matthew McConaughey. So, anyway, he's having a birthday today. Now, did you ever watch MASH? TV show MASH, Radar and all that. Is that before you?
It was always on TV when I was at home, but I never watched it.
Yeah. So anyway, the lady on there, her name on the show is Hot Lips. Her real name is Loretta Swit. She's having a birthday today. She's
Okay.
87.
Okay.
So I thought that was Rachel. That's not Rachel. Looked a little bit like her.
It's not Rachel.
Looked.
She's probably at home working on her computer.
Oh, that's what she does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, looked for. I just Glance looked like your buddy. Rocky Davenport says French Lick, Larry Bird, he was the man. Hit the bell. Oh, watched his video tonight. I need to let him. I need to let Hub borrow the Larry Bird video, the DVD documentary.
Oh.
Christmas present.
Wow.
Does he have anything about Larry Bird?
Does he?
Yeah, Hub. Does Hub have
Does he have anything?
a DVD about Larry Bird?
I don't think so.
You need
but
to check.
I mean,
You need to peruse through his DVD library. Maybe.
we do have a ton of DVDs that collected over the years.
Yeah.
I love DVDs. They're going away.
I know. I love them. I mean,
It's
they
all
are going away,
streaming
but
now.
yeah, well, no, I like.
But I
the-
like DVDs.
Oh yeah, the Blu-rays, absolutely. So,
yeah.
how-
That sounds like a cool watch, cool series.
Yes.
I'm sure it is.
oh, it is.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't know.
We got
I got it on.
Peacock. We got all kinds of stuff we've downloaded.
I got it on DVD.
Okay.
I have an extra one
Okay.
because I buy them 5 or 6 at a time, give them to people.
Oh wow.
That's how much I like Larry Bird. The guy could play. Anyway, it's a two DVD documentary about his life.
I bet that's really.
He quit
interesting.
Indiana. He got a scholarship to Indiana, couldn't get
Okay.
along with Bobby Knight, and quit. Went back to French Lick and was riding around the back of a garbage truck, the streets and sanitation department. And the coach from French Lick, or from Indiana State, kept coming and hounding him every day, and his mother. And he tells the story his mother finally chased him off the porch. It's like, stop coming around. And Larry Bird said, this guy wants me that bad. I better sit down and talk to him. And so he transferred to Indiana State. The rest is history. But he actually quit the Indiana basketball team. He got homesick. He's a small town boy. Said, I'm a loner by nature. Went back home. It's too big for him at Indiana. And was riding around the back of the garbage truck in French Lick picking up trash. Larry Bird. And so he got recruited by Indiana State, and the rest is history. So
Wow.
Eric Bauer says the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. I have several things of him with cards. Oh, yeah, basket. I got a whole room full of Larry Bird stuff. Posters and coffee mugs from French Lick. He used to have a car dealership in French Lick. Anyway, Indiana, Larry Bird, yep. And she's a big Hoosier fan now because she married into a Hoosier fan. That's good. So, but yeah, their football teams are real.
They're doing great.
Oh, yeah, it's the real deal.
He's spent years for this. I mean,
Oh, yes.
it's not always been this way.
No.
It's
No. There's
finally
Amen.
we're celebrating.
And it goes to prove, I say this all the time, sports is a game of cycles.
It is.
You can't be on top forever. You can't be a bottom feeder forever. At some
Right.
point, it comes back around. Cowboys, case in point, powerhouse football team for many years. Last couple of years,
They're
struggling.
down. Right.
And they're struggling this year. My team, blown out yesterday. God, they were terrible. The Raiders. They fired 3 coaches yesterday. So it's a dumpster fire. But they were once a very proud
There
franchise.
will be their time again. It
Yeah.
will come.
Oh, yeah. Comes back around. So
Yeah.
hopefully my lifetime I'll see it. But it ain't looking so hot right now. But, yes, Indiana was once a doormat. And so now they're, it's always been known as a basketball school.
Right.
And so now football's, kind of caught up with them. So it's good.
Yeah.
Northeast Community Credit Union. See, when you tune into this show, you don't know where we're going with this
Yeah.
thing.
No idea.
Nah, we just wing it. So, and none of this is scripted. We just sit here and we've been doing this how many years together now?
4?
I knew
Are we
it was
at
3.
4? 3?
Nah, I knew it was 3. Okay, 4.
Okay.
4 years she's been coming, so we kind of know each other. It's like, just wing it. Here we go.
That's
so,
right.
but the bottom line is they're very heavily involved in the community, and they're everywhere. And I want you to tell them before you go about the school, or not the schools, but the credit unions you have inside the schools. It's a
Oh,
neat
yeah.
thing.
We've got school branches in all of our Carter County high schools and Elizabethan High School. So, Bryson, you'll see him if you're a student at one of those schools. He is the student branch coordinator, and we are teaching these students for no cost to them everything that we do at our location. Everything that a financial institution has to do, NCUA guidelines, all of that. So you can learn about certificates, you can learn about accounts, IRAs, loan rates, APY, APR. I mean, there's so much. And they get a completion certificate at the end of the semester. So it's just super cool. And they can put that on their resume. And so Bryson does a fantastic job. You can open an account. I mean, we're there at each school 1 day a week, so it's 5 days total a week he's doing a different branch every day of the week. So it's really great.
Readers are winners. We did Westside Elementary last Monday, in fact, and so we are where when we go to.
Harold McCormick this Friday.
Yeah, is it this Friday?
It is.
I'm
I
glad you
believe
told
so.
me. 8 o'clock, or no, it's in the afternoon.
At 2:30.
2:30 Friday afternoon. We'll be at
so.
Harold McCormick.
Yes.
So I'm at Food City last night in Johnson City. This little guy comes up and stops and looks at me, and so I go past him, get some milk, and he says, "That's him. That's him. I just know it's him, Dad. It's him." And I said, "There's another scam. I love it." And so I said, "Well," so I got the milk and come back. He said, so the guy says, "You know him?" I said, "I don't know who." So anyway, he goes to Harold McCormick. I'm going to see him Friday. And so the little guy said, "I've been reading. Hope I get a water bottle." I said, "I hope you do too." So it's become that. It's really a cool thing. There's two.
Yeah.
Do you know these two here?
I don't, but they're
Okay.
really excited to see us.
Yes, they
I
are.
love it.
There's two little people.
They
School's
must
out.
go to a local school here.
School's,
That's awesome.
Yep, school's out.
There's
There's
another crew. We're
that's
just getting all kinds of waves.
yeah. Got school's out. A bunch of
That's
youngins in here
right.
today.
That's what I was thinking. Just now hit me.
Yep.
They're out of school today.
Out of school today and tomorrow. Professional Development Day here in the Elizabeth City Schools. So all these little kids come by waving. So it's the readers or winners.
Yeah.
This is your last thing you're saying. Then you're going to go up and get something warm to drink
Yes.
to fix your throat.
Yep.
Tell them about readers or winners, please.
Readers are winners. For every 9 weeks, we're going to give something to the top 30 students at each Elizabethton City elementary schools.
Yep.
And we just gave out the water bottles, glow in the dark, and then we're going to come up with the T-shirts right after Christmas, and then we're going to have a cool vinyl sticker for the third 9 weeks. The fourth 9 weeks, we're going to have hats, I believe, and then
Ball cap
have,
shop.
Yeah.
Can I vote the stickers out of the flow?
Carrie and I are saying absolutely not. That is going to happen.
No, it's ridiculous. So they're doing a vinyl sticker.
Oh yeah.
No.
It's gonna
I'm
happen.
under
The kids are gonna love it.
I am formally protesting the vinyl
They're going
stickers
to love it.
because I don't want my face. Nobody wants my face on stickers on back. Whatever y'all are doing, it's no.
Well,
I'm gonna buck it. I'm gonna try and buck it. I don't know.
like I said, it's about the kids. So if they want that sticker,
I can go to. I'm gonna make a call to
gonna
Teresa.
increase their chances of reading more. Then that's what we're gonna do.
I'm gonna call Teresa, your boss, and say, nip it in the bud. And Richard Van Us, director of schools, nip it in the bud. And they're both gonna laugh and hang up on me. I'm sure. So
Yeah.
I'm sure. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm glad you came.
Thank
See, she's
you.
a pro. My dad used to say, "Boy, a pro is somebody that doesn't want to do it but does it anyway." And she probably didn't feel 100%, but she came anyway and was on the show, and I appreciate that
Yeah.
very, very much. That's
Absolutely.
what pros do. We don't always feel tip-top shape, but we truck on anyway.
That's exactly right. That's my motto.
There you go. Truck on. So get you some lunch.
Thank you.
Get you something warm to drink to fix your throat. We'll take a break and talk. Coming up next, she'll love it. We're going to brag on her Hoosiers. We'll talk college football next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, T-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely, new color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners. Year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools in Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this to their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools.
This is Pastor Fallow, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family, Christ is your Savior. But beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, let's take a look at some college football. And we're going to be joined by Mr. Travis in the house from Grace Baptist. So he'll tell us all about where you can get some help if you're around here and you need some help. And it's free help. Anyway, I'll let him. I ain't going to steal his thunder. That's bad English. I'm not going to steal his thunder. Not ain't, but there you go. All right, top 25 college football. Let's take a look at it. College basketball starts tonight. Tennessee at home against the Gardner-Webb Bulldogs. I'm going to report from Bryce Van Huss tomorrow about the Tennessee men's team. They play tonight, and the ladies play tomorrow night. They open up with Coach Caldwell. And so, let's see. Here it is, the AP Top 25 poll. So do I put more stock in the AP poll or the coaches poll? Probably, let's see. Probably we'll go AP. All right. Although coaches, but see, I don't know who really votes. Could it be some grad assistant that says, I just filled out. Do something. I'm busy. So let's go AP. And I don't know if that happens, but I could see it happening. All right, here we go. Top 25. Oregon at number 1 in the land. Georgia number 2. Ohio State 3rd. Miami of Florida up to number 4. Texas at number 5. Number 6, Penn State after losing to Ohio State. Number 7, Tennessee. By the way, the coach, Penn State's coach, got tangled up with some of the students going off the field. They were raising Cain with him, and so he raised Cain back with him, and so now they're talking about getting rid of the students, to those particular students that got in a verbal scuffle with him, to remove them. Folks, it's America. Now, if he spit on them or threw something at him or whatever, but if they said you can't coach and you're lousy, you're a bum or whatever, you may not like that, but you're entitled to, within reason, in my humble opinion. Guy comes up to me right now and says, this show really it's a crapper. Okay, thank you. Well, it really is. I mean, you're no good. And okay. So you have two options, sir or ma'am, who would say that. Just turn it off or don't watch it or whatever. So you should be allowed to say what you want to say within reason. Now, again, if they threw something or spit on him or whatever, that's a whole different animal. But just be jawing with him going off the field because they paid their money and they're upset with the performance of his team, it's another story. They're ranked 6. Tennessee at number 7. Indiana at number 8. Number 9, BYU, and Notre Dame rounds out the top 10. Then comes Alabama, Boise State, SMU, LSU at number 14. 15th is Texas A&M. 16th is Ole Miss. 17th, Iowa State. Army this week ranked 18th. Clemson drops to 19th after losing. And then Washington State, it's at number 20. Then you have Colorado, Kansas State, Pittsburgh, Vanderbilt, and Louisville. That's your top 25 in college football. Who plays where this weekend? Well, we'll start with the early games. Ohio State back home against Purdue. Should be a whooping for the Buckeyes. 4th-ranked Miami will be at Georgia Tech. Could be a trap game for the Hurricanes. Down in Atlanta, Georgia Tech knocked them off early this year, knocked off a team. 5th-ranked, well, they beat Florida State. As it turned out, probably not a knockoff. 5th-ranked Texas will host Florida. That could be interesting in Austin. The game of the week, probably in the SEC. There's 2 of them. This is one of them. Number 2, Georgia at number 16, Ole Miss. Could they be looking ahead to Tennessee? Who knows? But they got Ole Miss in Mississippi. And, that's Lane Kiffin will have them ready. I can tell you that. Indiana, that's Andrew's team. They're hosting Michigan. Number 17, Iowa State will be at Kansas. Clemson will travel to Blacksburg to battle the Hokies at 3:30 on Saturday. 18th-ranked Army will be at North Texas. 21st ranked Colorado, the Golden Buffaloes, will be at Texas Tech to battle the Red Raiders. Vanderbilt, 24th ranked Vanderbilt, hosting South Carolina. Can the Gamecocks do it 2 weeks in a row? They knocked off Texas A&M. Tennessee at 7 o'clock, Mississippi State. Can't be flat. You got to get fine-tuned to get ready for Georgia and on down the road for the playoffs. You got to get it. You got to kick it in. Tennessee ain't kicked it in yet, in my opinion. Tom, they're winning. I know that. It's not a pretty win, but some people say a win is a win, and I don't know what a pretty win is, but how about it's not a dominating win? And to Kentucky's credit, they played them tough. But if you want to get on down the road and play for national championship, you got to blow these guys out of the water. So, and they're not doing that, obviously, but they're winning. Top-ranked Oregon hosting Maryland, no problem for the Ducks. Number 10 Notre Dame home to Florida State. That could be a game for the Seminoles to save Mike Norvell's job, because I think he's on the hot seat. 11th ranked Alabama will be at number 14 LSU. It'll be a great game on Saturday evening at 7:30 in LSU. 6th ranked Penn State hosting Washington. 23rd ranked Pitt, the Panthers, home to Virginia. 12th ranked Boise State will be home on Saturday evening. They'll be hosting Nevada. 9th ranked BYU at Utah, and Washington State, the Cougars, home to Utah State. Washington State 20th in the land. All right, who is in? Take a look. Got to be 6 wins to be bowl eligible. Here's who's in already in the SEC. Georgia, Texas A&M, Tennessee, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, Alabama, Vanderbilt, Missouri. All have 6 wins, at least 6 wins. 5 wins right now, South Carolina and Arkansas. They're right on the cusp of being bowl eligible. In the Big Ten, who is bowl eligible? Indiana, Oregon, Ohio State, Penn State, Iowa, Minnesota, and Illinois. With 5 wins, and probably will get that 6th one, I'm sure, before it's over with, would be Michigan, Washington, the Wisconsin Badgers, and Nebraska all have 5 wins. ACC, who's in? Miami of Florida, SMU, Clemson, Pittsburgh, Louisville, Syracuse, and Duke all have at least 6 wins. On the bubble, Virginia Tech, Georgia Tech, North Carolina, and NC State. All right, one more. We've got the Big 12. Who's bowl eligible there? BYU, which may be one of the better teams in the country. They can play. They haven't been tested. Okay, but they can play. Iowa State, bowl eligible. So is Colorado, Kansas State, Texas Tech, and Arizona State. 3 on the bubble with 5 wins right now in the Big 12 would be Cincinnati, Baylor, and the Horned Frogs of Texas Christian. So that's a look at college football. Again, the 2 biggies this week, both in the SEC, would be Georgia and Ole Miss, 3:30 on Saturday. Then Saturday evening, Alabama at LSU. Those are going to be biggies in the SEC. Again, Tennessee's men's team tonight, opening things up at home against the Bulldogs of Gardner-Webb at Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville. We're transitioning. We're here, overlapping from football to college basketball. Quick break. We'll be right back. He's here. It's an organization I'm going to do everything I can to promote. They're doing a great job, doing great things. And he's doing great things at his church house at Grace Baptist. They join us next right after this from, how about the folks from Cannon Furniture? So they hit the right commercial. Hit the button. Go up there, Tom. Find the right one. There it is. On the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Real simple. A lot of furniture stores out there. Why come shop at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings?
One of the biggest reasons people really rave about is 95% of every piece of furniture you see in our store, you can have it tomorrow. Don't wait 6 weeks. You can have it tomorrow. We're a firm believer in having stuff in stock. We have a 31,000 square foot warehouse, which is a huge warehouse. It's actually one of the largest warehouses of any furniture store in the Tri-Cities. And it's full of furniture. And we keep it that way because we want you to be able to come in, select it today, enjoy it tomorrow. It's not the same day. Sunday, sometimes we deliver the same day. So
it's just that simple, folks. So phone number to get a hold of you is
423-543-6937.
How do we find you on social media?
Just look under Facebook, look under Cannon Furniture. It will pop up everywhere. Also on Facebook, we're running specials all during the week. You'll see maybe some of them may be limited quantities, it's short period, but they're crazy prices like that chest you were talking about. $147 for a chest it's a crazy price. and it'll probably be gone within a few hours. But we're always running specials like that. Our website is cannonshomestore.com. We are improving it every day. We're going to make some major changes to our website. We're excited about that.
It's all right here, folks, in downtown Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local, buy Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, great sponsor, proud sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Coming up next, take a look at the National Football League. Also, we'll go back and run down through the playoffs again tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow night's Milligan Volleyball, their regular season finale. At home, they're going for their 13th straight win. They can play. I mean, they can get out. You talking about can kill a volleyball. The Maiden sisters out of Damascus, Virginia, and Shelby Miller out of Irwin, Tennessee. Holy smokes. They hit that thing. It must be, in fact, the other day, they were playing Truett McConnell, and Shelby Miller hit one. The girl wasn't ready for it. Hit it right in the face. I thought it was going to break her nose. I mean, that thing popped. I thought, oh, no. But she was okay. She didn't bleed or anything. But she was, of course, it hit her so hard she was crying, hit her in the face. Because I'm telling you, they bring that thing about 100 miles an hour. So we'll have that tomorrow night. Friday night, opening round of the TSSAA playoffs. Single elimination, game by game, week by week. The Cyclones will be back home to host the Fulton Falcons out of Knoxville, which is a very athletic team. They're 6-4. We're 6-3. Lost that game to Morristown West because of the weather. We only played 9 games. So we'll go on air the broadcast at 6:20. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Isaac Fletcher. We have the Cyclone Network going to be videoing this week. We got cameras back. We've got Isaac Fletcher, Jackson Judah, Axel Steins will do the Cyclone Walk. Kerry Taylor produces it. And Eddie Pless and yours truly will bring it to you. Starting at 6:20 Friday night. You win, you go to the next round. You know the drill. If you lose, you box it up. Get ready for next year. So that'll be Friday night, again, at right over our shoulder at Citizens Bank Stadium, where they've won 17 playoff games in a row. So tough place to win when you're the opposition. We are joined by a young man. I had a chance to meet Kay on Friday from the Southern Baptist, Tennessee Baptist Disaster Relief. So this is a pastor at Grace Baptist. Tell everybody who you are.
Yeah, I'm Travis Tyler at Grace Baptist Church here in Lynn Valley in Elizabethton.
Yep. So you are housing these folks, these volunteers. Yep. So it's an incredible story. When we get done with this, if you don't call this number, you know somebody or yourself needs help, or you know somebody who does, you're crazy not to call this number. It's absolutely free. So I'm going to get out of the way and let you tell them what this is all about. They're staying at your church right now. It's a temporary housing.
Yep.
And take it away. Tell us what's going on.
So we've got about 45 to 60 people that we're housing right now. You know, last week we had a big crew. We had 90 people sleeping in our church building using our facilities. We cooked 955 meals for the volunteers out of our fellowship hall. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that wonderful? 116 jobs have been completed by Tennessee Baptist on Mission in our area. And then we've got about 3 families to follow up with for our church. So lots of good work going on in the area. And this is all free for the community. We don't charge a penny for mud out, for crawl spaces, chainsaw work, debris cleanup, and for mold treatment. And I want to say something about that for just a minute if I can. I know a lot of our people in our community are ready to rebuild. If you have not had the shockwave treatment that we offer for free or something comparable, you're not ready to rebuild. Bleach will not get it done.
Amen.
It is too weak. You have to have this. The shockwave actually penetrates in the structure to prevent mold from building. And if you go ahead and build back before the moisture has gotten out and before you've had the shockwave, you're just going to be having to tear it back out because you're going to be breathing in mold.
Well, you're exactly right. And the other part of that, too, is that, you know, when those sewer plants went down, and they did, and so the flood water had raw sewage in it.
Sewage, yes, dead things, dead plants, dead animals.
Yeah.
You know, I know of a lady that she was trying to save some animals here at a vet clinic off 19. I think there were chemical burns from that water. We don't really know what was in that water.
Amen.
So,
because a lot of stuff came down at once from
That's
a lot
right.
of different sources, if you will. So when you think that the mold is, you know, it's just, well, we're just going to put some bleach in there. That's not the case. So these folks come in and do this for you.
yeah, we'll do it for free. And if you're in Carter County, Johnson County, Washington County, Unicoi, Greene, and those that may be listening in Avery, North Carolina, we are close enough to service those on kind of our side of Avery County here at the border. I think like Elk Park, that area and surrounding. I know Minneapolis was hit really hard over in Avery County. Please give us a call at 615-969-0410, and that number again, 615-969-0410.
Sometimes they see it, it'll register more visually. So tell me, out of the 116 jobs, what typically has been the type of jobs they've done?
A lot of crawl spaces, a lot of mud out work has been there, and a lot of chainsaw. That's been a lot of it. Now we also, if you've had like damage from your roof, like we can bring tarps out and get some, you know, Fertig kind of strips there to hold it down until you get your roof repaired. We're still in recovery mode and cleanup mode. We're not in rebuild mode yet. That's probably going to come later. I've got a meeting on the 14th about that, and so we're still helping folks. And what I found is a lot of people, they're like, well, there's somebody worse off than me that needs this. No, you're pretty bad. I know there's a little bit of mountain pride that comes with it. You know, please give our folks an opportunity. They want to be a blessing to you, right? I mean, that's what the Bible calls us to do as God's people, is to bless all people. And so give these folks an opportunity to be a blessing to you.
This is legit, folks. As I said earlier, I wouldn't have them on the show if I didn't know they were legit. They're under the umbrella of the Southern Baptist Convention. You see on his ball cap.
That's right.
So these folks come in from all over the state of Tennessee. I think Kay told me, the lady we had Friday, that week before last, a group in from Texas. They've since gone back.
Yeah,
correct?
we had the Texans to start. We've been housing volunteers at Grace Baptist Church since not shortly after this thing began. So we're going into about week 4 or 5, I think, you know, and that's about how long it's been. So, you know, Grace Baptist Church, we've been committed to disaster recovery here for the long term. You know, when a lot of groups have left, we're still here helping folks. So,
excuse me. So the number again is 1-615-969-0410. And again, the process starts. We make that phone call. Then what happens?
they make a phone call. They'll speak to somebody. We'll get a work order started. We'll send an assessor out. We'll need a signature from the property owner, and then we'll get a team out shortly after that.
And so, as she said, I keep going back to Kay, who's kind of ramrodding this thing.
Yeah.
We assess it because I'm not going to send 2 out for a job that needs 10. I'm not going to send 10 people out for a job that needs 2. So
Right.
I got to know what we're doing and what all, as far as manpower, we're going to need.
And tools. You got to
And
know what
tools and all
tools
that.
we need to take.
Yep.
And we got to, and you know, basically when you sign that form, you're not paying anything. Basically, it's just, you know how it is. We live in a time of lawyers and courts. In lawyerese, all the form says is if somebody gets hurt on your property, you're not liable for that. And, you know, if we accidentally break something, we're not liable for that. You know what I mean? So that's all it basically says.
Leslie joins us from Sycamore Shoals coming up next. So after the show Friday, a guy was standing down behind me after they left from Food City, and he said, well, it sounds good. What's the catch? I said, there is no catch. There's no hook or catch. This is not a scam. These are people being arms and legs of the Lord.
That's right.
As it says in Matthew 25:40, as you've done the least of these, my brethren, you've done unto me. I always take that verse literally. It's one of my favorite verses. In that, you're actually, when you're helping somebody, you're helping the good Lord himself. That's how I take that. So This is not a scam, a quick fix. This is people that have come in here and saying, look, we want to help you all get back on your feet. We're coming in from all over Tennessee in this case. Texas people have gone back. So these are Tennesseans wanting to help Tennesseans.
That's right.
So, and as he said, spilling over into Avery County too in North Carolina. So it's this is how it goes. So they're staying at your church.
Right.
You said you've 955 meals.
We did 955 meals last week. Yeah.
Wow.
In a
Oh,
week's
just
time.
last week.
Just last week. That's just a
Holy
week time.
smokes.
Yeah. So
they come in, they go out hungry. They come in working all day. They're hungry. They get fed a good meal. They're staying at the church, Grace Baptist. There's the number. There's where Carter County, Johnson County, Washington County, Unicoi County, Greene County, now Avery County, North Carolina. Phone call away, folks, 1-615-969-0410. In closing, I was talking to one of your fellow pastors, Matt Swain, up at Calvary.
yeah.
And we were talking about on the air, off air on the phone that some folks say we're just going to wait till we get our insurance check. Well, we're learning that it may not come.
A lot of mom and pop shops aren't going to swing that, unfortunately.
No,
they're going to try to get out. I would love to tell you that I've had stellar experiences with insurance companies, but I personally have not.
Right.
And so I can't tell you what to do. I'm not an insurance advisor, but I do know this: the quicker you can treat mold, the better off you'll be. One other thing I will tell you is that if you can't get a hold of us on the phone, the DR office is set up in our church. You can come through the fellowship hall and talk to the folks in the office there, Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. So that's another option for you to go ahead, and that might be faster because they can go ahead and get your signature to begin work. That might get you moving a little quicker. So
there you go.
So
thanks for coming, sir.
All right, man.
Appreciate you very much.
Come on by and see us.
Get you some lunch. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We are here live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on show number 2177. He said it wouldn't work at the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
And again, with Double C Western Supply, a lot of Western stores out there. What do you feel like separates Double C from all the other competition?
I feel like there's a lot of things that separate us. Our customer service, I feel like we help our customers very well. I feel like we're very friendly, and at least we try to be. We strive to be a friendly, family-based business. I also feel like our prices are very good. I feel like we try to keep our prices and our merchandise to a point that the whole family can shop here. And I mean, some things do have to be a little more expensive just because of the nature, but I feel like we try to keep our prices down low enough. And just we're always just striving to get the next newest merchandise, the best merchandise that we can for them. And we just try our best to do the best we can all the time. So I feel like, mainly that our customer service and our prices kind of differentiate us.
There you go.
Yeah.
Double C Western Supply on Railroad Street in Elizabeth. And again, social media, they're there, and also the website, doublecwestern.com. So proud sponsor of the show, Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Miss Diana and the great folks at Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth. And be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. Amazon doesn't sponsor your ball teams, but Double C Western Supply does.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, before she gets cranked up, let me show you. She's here. She's going to talk about Sycamore Shoals. Let's run down the playoffs again. What's happening in 6A Friday night? Dobbins Minute hosting Farragut. Science Hill hosting Cleveland. Jeff County travels to Bearden, and William Blount travels to Maryville. In 5A Friday night, the Smoky Bears of Sevier County hosting, Knox Central. Knox Halls will be at Morristown West. Tennessee High will travel. The Vikings will go to... they go to Knox Powell, and Crockett will travel to Knox West on Friday night. Everything starts at 7. In 4A, our broadcast, Elizabeth and video and audio against Knox Fulton, starting at 6:20. Greenville will play host to Knox Carter. Cherokee will be at Knox Gibbs, and Northview Academy will go to Anderson County. In 3A football Friday night, you have Unicoi County hosting Union County. Johnson County will be hosting Austin East. Well, that's a haul from Knoxville to Johnson County on a school bus on a Friday afternoon. Good luck with that. Good night. So better you than me. So anyway, Austin East will be at Johnson County. Gatlinburg Pittman at Kingston, and Pigeon Forge will be at Alcoa. In 2A football Friday night, South Green hosting Tellico Plains. Happy Valley will be at home against, Polk County. You have Eagleton Academy at Bledsoe County, and Hampton, the Bulldogs travel to York Institute. And then finally in Single A, Cosby hosting Rockwood. North Green will be at home to Harriman. Cloudland, the Highlanders travel to Oliver Springs, and Jellicoe will be at Coalfield. That's your games on Friday night. Single elimination. If you win, you keep going. Obviously, if you lose, your season is over. So there you go. She's here, show and tell, ready to go from Sycamore Shoals State Historic Park. We always like for her to come, tell us what's going on. We are 50 days away from Christmas, so now we're going to transition into more of the holiday programs and things going on. First off, good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I was wondering if Randy's going to come. I was a little. His Yankees didn't do so hot, and I thought, wonder if he'll make an appearance. But you know what? He's a true champion. He came even though his Yankees didn't do good, and he came anyway, didn't he?
He did.
He's sitting right over there.
Yep, he's there.
Her husband's right over there. It's great. A Yankees guy.
Yankee fan.
Yeah. Still recovering?
Still recovering.
Still recovering, yeah. I was shocked how it happened, but it happened. So
Tennessee won, so that helped a little bit.
Tennessee won. It got you. Took care of the bleeding a little bit. Got you. All
Just
right.
a little bit.
What's going on in Sycamore Shoals,
okay,
ma'am?
This weekend coming up, we've got the Colonial Harvest Celebration. That's Saturday and Sunday. It's free to the public, and we'll have reenactors down in the fort. They'll be making apple butter from scratch, cooking over open fires, doing militia drills, all kinds of stuff. So in demonstrations. Then at the same time, up in the building, we'll be having the Fall Fiber Show, and those are all the people that do the spinning and the weaving and those types of craft with the yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they'll have items for sale up there. Over Mountain Christmas Open House, November 23rd, same day as the tree lighting.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be doing that all day at Sycamore Shoals, then going to the tree lighting that night.
Well, let's go back for
And those are the main ones.
Let's go back. I want to go back for a second. She gets so wound up. I love it. She gets fired up. She's 100 miles an hour with her hair on fire. I love it. I'm giving you a compliment.
That's okay.
I love your enthusiasm for the park. Love it. Colonial Harvest Celebration. That'll be this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first one coming up. We got to push this. Join the festivities of Fort Watauga as the Washington County Militia gather to celebrate recent victories in the war for independence and give thanks for a bountiful harvest. So some of the demonstrations will be what? What will they say?
Apple butter making.
Okay.
They'll be doing cooking over open fires. There might be some people doing the chair caning, stuff like that.
I've said this multiple times I guess we've been doing this 3 or 4 years now, but if we don't get our young people plugged into these activities, we're going to lose them because we're not going to keep doing this forever. We can't. So we're going to get old and decrepit, and so we've got to get the young people involved. And we're seeing
they would love it.
We're seeing an uptick, aren't we? And
Yes,
younger people
we are.
getting involved.
They love it.
So anyway, the hours are from 10
Saturday 10 to 4.
Yep.
Sunday 10 to 3.
10 to 3.
Yep.
There you go. At Sycamore Shoal, is there a cost?
No, it's free unless you buy something from the fiber people.
Best ticket in the world. Randy says we can come in there for free. It's great.
Yes.
So, all right, we're 50 days away from Christmas Eve.
Few items.
We got show and tell. I like this a lot.
I brought lighting stuff. This is old-fashioned colonial lighting stuff.
All right, this is really neat stuff. So this is you can take the lid off that for
It's
me.
like a little bedtime lantern.
Yep.
And these, once you put the candle in, and we do have the candles for sale, beeswax, it'll make all kinds of patterns on your wall.
Now, couldn't you put one of those little fake things in there, too?
You could put a fake thing, too.
Little fake flame thing, whatever you call
You
it?
could.
Price point on this is how much, ma'am?
$25.95.
$25.95 for that. This is it's made out of tin, all right?
Okay, this one's heavier.
Okay.
It's made out of wrought iron. And you put the candle down in it, and as the candle burns down, you keep going up with your little swirly Q thing there.
This is the handle?
Yes. No. Yeah. Like this. The candle starts out low.
Oh, look at that.
Yep. And then as it burns up,
Put up a little higher on the camera, they can see that.
Then
Go
as
up
it
to
pulls up, you just
there you go, right there.
keep pulling it up until the candle's all burned down.
How
Yep.
neat.
And that is $24.95. And they had these back in the 1700s.
All right, so you put the candle down here, and as it burns up, you just keep pushing
it up till it's gone, and it holds your candle straight.
How smart.
Can carry that from room to room.
That is awesome.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one's a little easier to carry. It's not as heavy a metal. But the candle goes here, and your little sniffer that sniffs it out goes right there.
How neat.
Yeah.
That one's how much? About
That
the
one
same?
is $16.50.
$16.50.
Yep.
All right. So
And that makes a dinging sound if you want.
we can ding it. So there you go. How neat. How innovative these people were back in the day. Take that little candle thing and keep pushing it up. Keep the flame going. That's so smart.
And they did this by hand. It amazes me every day, the things they did by
Excuse me.
hand. Our beeswax candles,
there it is.
$2.95.
There they are. They
Yep.
sell those too. Put that right there.
Yep, you can. Perfect.
How neat.
All right, we've got miniature lanterns. These are punch tin lanterns. You can use them as a lantern, put a little tea light in them or a short candle, or you can hang them on the Christmas tree for gifts.
$12.95.
Decorations. Yep.
Great gift giving ideas, folks.
And then
From
we've,
Sycamore Shoals Gift Shop.
then we've got the big one.
We've got the big one.
The big
Oh, look at that.
Punch.
How
The
neat.
big punch tin lantern. Yep.
You got your tree up yet?
Not yet. Randy
Yeah.
won't let me. I wish.
Oh.
$29.95.
Randy said, no, don't bring up Christmas tree. I said the wrong thing, didn't I? Mm.
And this is a different one. This is a different
I love
lantern.
that. Love that.
There's a little story behind this one. David Crockett Birthplace had put in an order for a bunch of items from
Mhm.
this company that we order from too. And they lost all of their, as you know, David Crockett won't be back for a while, but they lost all of their items but a few, and we bought them off of them. So these came from David Crockett.
She's referencing the
Birthplace.
David Crockett
Yep.
Birthplace State Park that got
Yes.
flooded.
Yes.
And so they're
Their
out of commission right
Yep.
now.
Yep. So we're selling their lanterns.
How much is that?
That lantern is $22.95.
I like that one too. So which one do you like better out of those two?
I don't know. Which one do you like better?
Probably that one.
Okay.
I think we'll buy that one.
You want that one? Okay.
Can I put a little fake?
Sure.
I put one little flicker thing.
Yes.
I'm not gonna put a real candle.
Yep, you can.
Put a little flicker thing in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this down so it doesn't break.
See, Randy, thanks. You cost me money. So I'm gonna mention the Christmas tree again since you brought her here. It cost me.
The last thing is a good stocking stuffer, if I can get it out without breaking it. We have a lady, her name's Zettelmoyer. Her last name, she lives in Pennsylvania, Pennsylvanian Dutch. It is a bird whistle, and she makes these items out of clay. And the bird whistle is real shrill sounding normally, but if you put water in its belly, it warbles just like a bird.
Really?
Yeah, it's so neat.
Well, normally I would say do that, but $8. I'm not gonna let you warble here today.
It'd be real shrill, right?
It would be real shrill. Hello, ladies. How are you? You doing good? I'm doing good. We're here.
That's all for show and tell.
Show and tell. Well, I'm gonna get that big one, so
Okay.
I'll give you some money off air. So, great stuff. This is all, by the way, in the gift shop at Sycamore Shoals. You have books. You have show and tell like this. You have walking sticks. I mean, it runs the gamut.
Clothing.
Clothing.
We have all kinds of unique gifts that you'd never find anywhere else. Come to the open house and buy some.
Yep. When is the open house?
23rd. November 23rd.
But they're open all the time too. So, your normal gift shop hours are what?
We're open 8 till 4 for the gift shop and closed from 12 to 1 for lunch every day.
There you go.
Every day.
Every day. All right. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. He's here, our head basketball coach of the Elizabethton boys basketball team, and now the vice principal, one of the vice principals at Elizabethton High School. Our dear friend and a brother in Christ, our buddy Lucas Honeycutt, next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
We're talking to Michigan Council, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dillard Sports Show. Why Duck Crossing? Why should we come here and shop?
Well, we have 3 floors of merchandise with over 50 different vendors, a good wide variety of items. 70% I would say is vintage, which is over 25 years or more. We do have, of course, a lot of antiques, which are over 100 years. Clean, organized, right smack dab in the middle of downtown Elizabethton. We have 2 other stores right beside of us, so it's a great afternoon. You can hit all 3 of we're all 3 good quality antique stores.
Hours are open?
We're open from 11 to 5:30 on Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on Saturdays.
Social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook at Duck Crossing Elizabethton and Instagram at Duck Crossing Antiques.
And the phone number to call and find out more.
423-518-1858.
There you go. One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dillard Sports Show. Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy, buy it in downtown Elizabethton at Duck Crossing. One of our great sponsors here of the Tom Dillard Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells officer, officer, they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie is delicious.
Gotcha.
I like. Back on the Tom Dillard Sports Show, we're joined by Coach Honeycutt. First off, congratulations. You're now the VP. A VP. How many is there? 3, 4 vice principals at the high school?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah,
4? Yeah. So takes a, as it is at every school, takes a small army to run these schools. And so he's now a vice principal and also the head basketball coach. So we don't bring up Christmas trees. Is that correct?
No, we were not supposed to bring that up.
Not supposed to bring it up. Someone will bring it up.
No.
So let that.
Thanks for not bringing it up.
Let that go. Yeah. So, how many? When you get them up, do you put up 1 or 2? How many trees you put up in Honeycutt House?
There's a big one. There's a little one.
There's all over the
2
place.
little ones by now. Yeah.
I understand.
With ornaments on all of them. Yep.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
All over the place.
Mrs. Honeycutt likes to decorate. She's festive for the holidays.
Christmas especially.
Amen. All right, so we got it's crazy. We got football Friday night. We're transitioning from football to basketball, and also our other sports start officially today at all schools: wrestling, swimming, and boys and girls basketball. I think that's your winter sports at all the schools. Am I leaving out anything? Wrestling, swimming, and both basketballs all officially start today at all schools. So it's on, and so we got jamborees coming up. We've got Meet the Cyclones coming up. So let's start with chronologically what's coming up. Is it this Thursday? Is that right?
Yeah, this Thursday we'll open up, do our first scrimmage, and then we'll move into Meet the Cyclones that night. 6:30 to 7:30 is our window that we're trying to make everything happen. We're going to have everybody from our younger groups, junior Cyclones, any Cyclone travel team that wants to come, T.A. Duggar, the high school, anybody we can get in there. So we plan on having 20-plus teams in there, trying to introduce the teams real quick. Probably won't be able to do everybody by name, but we just want to get everybody out there on the court, introduce them to everybody, talk about their upcoming schedules and things like that, just kind of just kick off the season.
That'll be
6:30
this
Thursday at
Yeah.
Elizabeth High School. Admission's free, so
Free.
anybody that wants to come in, check that out. We're just trying to promote all of our basketball teams.
high school, T.A. Duggar,
High school,
Junior
TA,
Cyclones.
Junior Cyclones, all boys teams didn't have enough room to do both boys and girls. And well, like I said, we want to try to keep it short so people can come in there, kind of get all the info and get in and out, and not have to try to lag it out for 2-3 hours. We're trying to do that. So
It would be cool. I know it'd be difficult. It'd be cool to announce every one of those little boys' names. This
It would.
this is
It
going to
would.
be a big deal.
Yeah.
I think
we're planning on trying to do some more of that during the season, in between halftime, things like that, just as we go. So this is just kind of the first phase of that, but we're trying to do some things to try to keep all that stuff rolling and moving in the same direction.
when the little guys get a chance to play on the big court, like on Friday night, when the little guys get to run out on the field ahead of the football team, and when the little guys get to come out on the basketball court, it's a big deal. They play at halftime these games during the home games during the basketball season, and it's the little guys and girls come out there and play, and it's a big deal. And so that's really neat. Thursday, 6:30, meet the Cyclones, all the boys basketball teams again. And I think for the sake of time, we can't do guys and girls because it'll be
Too much in one night probably, and
yeah.
they're scrimmaging that night over. They're away. They're at Sot Hill that night, so
Yep.
we'll have some giveaways. We're going to throw some T-shirts out, different things. We also got a fundraiser going on. We're partnered with Grade A Grounds Coffee. We're going to start selling as a fundraiser. Do our 1 pound coffee bags for $20, and then K cups. It's 12 K cups in a box for $15. So all that money is going to go towards our program. That'll be available there that night for Meet the Cyclones too.
We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth on Tom Taylor's Sports Show. Tomorrow, Port Travis Deli. Wednesday, Chick-fil-A Johnson City. Thursday, Big John's closeouts where we hammer high prices. And then Friday, we'll end up the weekend or kick off the weekend and end the week at Food City here in Elizabeth and getting ready for big football game Friday night. So, and then we've got the following week is the Jamboree, the basketball Jamboree. Is that, you better pop that so it'll pop up there.
Sorry, yeah. So we got the 14th coming up at Tennessee High. Girls are going to start it out at 6:20. Our girls, and then of course there'll be games before and after, and then we play at 7. Both are playing UH over at Tennessee High on the 14th.
So University High is not in our league, but to even out the teams, because we only have 5 teams in the league this year, we got that 6 team to cooperate, and we appreciate them being willing to do that. So we got a league this year that's going to be rock solid tough from top to bottom every night. Unicoi County, Crockett, Sullivan East, Tennessee High, and Elizabeth, and it's going to be a battle. I know I'm going to take the words out of his mouth. It's going to be a battle every night.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So this will be a great night to kick things off for Jamboree. They've decided that all the proceeds in the Jamboree money we take up at the gate is going to go towards flood victims of Hurricane Helene. So that's going to be just a big night. So just come out and support that. All that money is going to go to help raise money for that and support those flood victims. As the community's been doing a great job with that, stepping in. I've seen churches and different organizations just really getting after it, and it's been incredible to see.
Yep. And again, the gentleman's just here. Let me show you one more time. If you know somebody, this is free. You are crazy not to take advantage of this. These are Tennesseans coming in here under the umbrella of the Southern Baptist Convention, the Tennessee Baptist Disaster Relief. They're staying right now at Grace Baptist up on Broad Street Extension. Last week they had 90. This week got 45 folks in there sleeping and living here. They've come in from and donating their time for people in Carter County, Johnson County, Washington County, Unicoi County, and Greene County. Mud outs, crawl spaces, chainsaw crews, debris cleanup, mold treatment. Again, the mold, bleach ain't going to cut it, folks. As he said, we don't really know what was in that water. The sewer plants went down. Some of the businesses flooded. They had things in there like one of the places was a veterinary place that had whatever they have back there for the pets. All that washed down the river. So you don't really know what's in the mud underneath your home or wherever. So these folks come in, and all you got to do is call this number. There it is. It's absolutely free. They had a team in here from Texas for 2 weeks and working. Now they got 45 in here working, looking for work under the umbrella of the Southern Baptist Convention. It's 1-615-969-0410. Again, and they'll send somebody out. They're all legit, and they'll assess your situation. They'll go back and assign people. Do we need 10 people? Do we need 2 people? Do we need chainsaws? What do we need? So they assess everything. Then very shortly thereafter, the next day or two, they bring them out and they fix them. Fix what's going on at your place, absolutely free. I mean, you can't beat it. I don't know why else you wouldn't use that. So, all right, tell me about the picture.
Oh yeah, so Justice Wallen, one of our guys on the team, Junior Justice Wallen, he's a great artist, and I asked him to put something together for a coffee bag. So one of the things that Grade A Grounds does is they ask you to go ahead and do like a drawing, and the thing behind that is the drawing makes it more personal and things like that. So you'll see some of the bags will have that drawing on there that Justice drew, and then we've got another logo. I'll have to swipe it for you.
Yep.
So we got another logo that we just rolled out here, and that's our toughie with the
oh man, I like that.
So just another little Cyclone logo there. So you see either one of those logos on the coffee, that's what it's for. It's for raising money for our kids, just to help with expenses, whether that be t-shirts, travel gear, whatever it may be, just to put towards our parent organization. And our parent organization, E-Town Express, they do a great job. They're going out making sure that we have the funds that we need to to travel, to do different things, and that's parents all pitching in and helping. We do appreciate them.
Social media, how do we find out more about boys basketball, Elizabethton?
Oh goodness, I'll have to go here and double check. I don't want to tell you the wrong one right
Facebook,
here.
yep.
Yeah, but our parents run this one too. They do a great job of keeping it updated. Let's see here.
So today's first day of practice, isn't it?
It is.
It's here. Boom. Tennessee plays tonight. The men's team got Gardner Webb down at Thompson Bowling tonight. Got the Bulldogs. So
all right. So here's your. Hold that up there. Elizabethton Cyclones.
Boys basketball
boosters. Yep. So,
all the info's there.
Yeah, and you've got the Meet the Cyclone stuff that I talked about. They'll be rolling all that stuff out about our fundraiser, coffee fundraiser, and you can stay updated on games and things like that. So just exciting what all they've been able to do with that, and it just keeps everybody up to date.
Absolutely. Our coverage starts, I don't have the schedule in front of me, but it's pretty soon. I know that. I know the Jamboree's on the 14th. We're trying to work out to see if that's going to happen, and then we're going to go from there right into the season. Boom. Opening day is when?
Opening day for games.
Mm-hmm.
So you can start your games we'll get 2 weeks here to practice. You can start your games on the 18th can be the first game. So our first game is actually on the 19th. It's a Tuesday, and it's actually an in-school game. So they've been gracious enough to allow us to do it on an assembly schedule, which means we don't really lose any instruction time. We did it in the place of a pep rally. So the students will get dismissed around 2 o'clock. We'll start the game then. And dismissal will happen around, halftime. So if the kids want to stay, they can stay, and it's a doubleheader that night. So we'll have JV games roll into girls. Girls varsity will play Cott County that night at 6:30. We'll play Cott County at 8 o'clock. So we actually play 2 games in a day there. But big day to kind of kick it off and get things rolling.
Appreciate you coming by.
Thank you.
Love his old boy. He's a good one. As they say, he's like a Japanese car. He's a nice one. We'll take a break, get you some lunch. We'll be right back after this. The National Football League. My boys started cleaning the house yesterday. I don't know what they've done today, but the Raiders cleaning the house. They got drilled by the Bengals, 41-24. Watch some of it, listen to some of it. Embarrassing. Anyway, we'll take a look at the National Football League right after this time out from the Readers or Winners promo on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers or Winners, year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited, and so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, T-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely, new color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is Readers or Winners, year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this through their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is Leaders or Readers, Readers or Winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers or Winners in Elizabethton City Schools.
In a world world where clutter, trash, and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight clutter, trash, and debris, call Container Man.
This is Pastor Fallow, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family. We want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior. But beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Look who stopped by. We appreciate that very much. The T.A. Duggar boys basketball coach in here. It's a professional day. A lot of these teachers are getting something to eat. And I think that's really cool. Good place to come get something to eat. Here at the old chicken coop, as we call it. Coach Billy Etter, first off, thank you for serving our country. How long were you over there?
Absolutely. I was over there about 4.5 months.
4.5 months. We say over there, you were where?
So I was in the Middle East. I was in a couple places, but mostly was in the UAE.
The where? United
UAE,
Arab?
Yep, United Arab
yep.
Emirates.
So that's not why you came here, but I got to ask you anyway. So being over there, I mean, are we targets over there? Are we in secure positions? Is it a little iffy at times? How would you describe it?
It gets a little hairy in places, but for the most part, we were taken care of for the most part over there. We did get in some situations where it kind of raises your eyebrows a little bit and makes you really appreciate what we have here.
Amen.
That's right.
Oh yes, we take it for granted. Better believe it.
Absolutely.
We take this area for granted. Absolutely. We go to other parts of the country, and we take this country for granted. We go to other parts of the world.
That's right.
So, and while we're on that topic, if you haven't voted tomorrow, vote. Get out there and vote. There's countries around this world that you can't go vote. You can't do what you can't express yourself. Tomorrow you can. Who you vote for is none of my business. Vote, vote what aligns up with your beliefs.
That's right.
So it's real simple. And somebody new, as we learned yesterday, it's an obvious, but yep, come January is going to be somebody new in the White House. I mean, there changes are coming either way, either Harris or Trump, but changes are coming. So, we're going to get, and anytime there's change, there's always a little bit unsettling. So vote tomorrow. You'll hear me all about it tomorrow. Poor Travis, pushing. I do know that we've had a record number of early voting in Carter County and Washington County. So it's folks are concerned, obviously, because they hit the turnstiles early. And so tomorrow you get to vote. This gentleman served our country. Which branch?
Air Force.
United States Air Force. He was in the Middle East, just came back not too long ago. He was over there for 4 months. So what was the first thing you did? They don't have Chick-fil-A's in Middle East.
No, they have McDonald's though.
Do they really?
Yeah, and I may get us all in trouble for saying this, but It's a lot better than what we have here sometimes.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was pretty. It's what it's what we called the commercial McDonald's. What you see in the commercials, what you got over there.
Oh, really?
It was wild.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you have McDonald's in the Middle East. That's an I mean, did they have like Pepsis and Coke? And I mean,
they did. They did. Of course, we didn't drink it.
No,
water. You got to hydrate
absolutely.
up. But they did have that stuff. I don't know what they tasted like, but French fries were good. You didn't get to get off base much, but when you did, you tried to take advantage of anything that reminded you of home.
Absolutely. As Dorothy said in The Wizard of Oz, ain't no place like home.
That's right.
Boys basketball, T.A. Duggar, cranking up. I went up and watched you all scrimmage, and I got a chance to watch a little bit of it before I had to take off. But tell me, who you counting on this year? What's the prognosis for T.A. Duggar?
That's right. We're counting top to bottom. We did something a little different this year. We were able to keep more kids than we've ever kept. And I think it's going to be really good for basketball in Elizabethton. But we have 27 kids on the roster from 6th grade to 8th grade. Our 6th grade crew is going to get to play together with some partnerships we've made with Dobbins Bennett and Sullivan East, Tennessee High, West Ridge, and Gate City. The house of Mac McClung. So we're all getting together, and we're giving these kids a chance to play at a high level that our conference doesn't allow them to play in, since we're unfortunately, we can't have 6th grade games. So that's something we're really excited about, it because now we've got 13 6th graders in our gym every day, day in and day out, practicing against our 7th and 8th graders. So we have, a Tristan Cole going against a Rylan Garland. And that's going to be huge and very beneficial for our program, not just at T.A. Duggar, but when, Tristan Cole or Rylan Garland's called on to, perform for Lucas Honeycutt at Elizabethton as a sophomore. Yep. He's been going against those guys now for 2 years, and he doesn't have to worry about, can I go against them or do I have to back down?
When I played, much of my brother's disdain, he didn't like it, but I followed him around everywhere he went because he was all-state playing basketball. And so I always got to go out on the court and play. Let his little brother play. Well, they cleaned my clock.
That's right.
I was in junior high, and they were all playing as high school guys, pick up ball outside, playground basketball. But guess what happened? When I went back and played guys my age, kicked their tail.
That's right.
Because I was getting drilled by the high school boys, and I took my lumps, but then it trickles down. And so when I went back to play guys my age, did very well. So the point of this is the 6th graders playing the 7th and 8th graders will be frustrating at times because they're going to get dominated, but then it's just going to make them better.
It is, man. I tell you, and you can see it tonight. You can see it a little bit. Tonight is our orange and white scrimmage. We're going with T.A. Duggar girls team with Coach Fox. Big shout out to him for all the hard work and even coming up with the idea. But tonight is our orange-black scrimmage in our family impact night at T.A. Duggar from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. But you can come up and see guys compete, and it's fun when you see a Ryder Witten compete against the Max Fields, and there's no back down by either one of them. You know that basketball in Elizabethton's on the right path.
Oh yes. So it'll be tonight. It's free.
It is, yes. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it is free to get in. But the way the layout's going to go is we split our teams up. The varsity team is going to go for 2 quarters. JV team's going to go for 2 quarters inter-squad, and then our varsity in 2 quarters, our 6th grade 2 quarters. And then something fun at the end of that is we're going to give the parents a little chance at their kids, and their kids a chance at the parents. So the last game, the last hour of the night, is parents, siblings versus the players. So we got 1 20-minute quarter where the girls get to play against their family, and 1 20-minute half where the boys get to play against theirs.
How neat. That is good. That just builds camaraderie. So
absolutely.
That's tonight.
That's tonight. 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock at T.A. Duggar.
In about 6 hours or thereabouts, you'll be ready to roll.
Be ready to roll.
Or 5 hours, actually. Coming up, it's almost 1 o'clock. So anyway, that's tonight. It's free, and so that just builds, you're right, it builds unity among the basketballers in town, and just, it's a no-brainer. That's awesome. So when does your season actually start?
So we tip off November the 11th. So next week from today, we're tipping off against Liberty Bell at home. Liberty Bell's got they're the Liberty Bell of old. Let's put it that way. So it's going to be a tough matchup for us. But I'm really excited about our group. We're as athletic as we've been since I've been here, top to bottom. we have guys that are athletes that can run.
Mhm.
Like you saw in the scrimmage the other night, we
Mhm.
we were able to beat Sullivan Central by 7-8 points, and
Mhm.
and we did that with 20 turnovers. We had 20 turnovers, so if we can clean that up, I feel like we're going to be able to play with just about anybody they throw on the floor with us. And just excited about this group. Coach Carter, Coach Blevins, Coach Grindstaff, myself, Coach Lewis. Matt Lewis is coming up every day to help us, and we are coaching these guys' tails off. And the beautiful thing about it is they are letting us coach their tails off. And when you have a group like that, you can do great things.
You got it. Pretty exciting stuff, man. Appreciate you stopping by.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he happened to be here getting some lunch. I thought, let's just get him over and talk about his kids, and he'll come anytime, anywhere to brag on his boys, and I appreciate that very much.
That's right.
Quick break. We'll be right back. We've got more for you. We'll take a look at the National Football League. Tonight it's the defending Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in KC tonight on Monday Night Football. We'll take a look at the rest of the schedule coming up this week. As we move on to the next week of NFL action right after this, we'll take a look at the National Football League on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I'm with Lynn Freeman, the general manager of Elizabeth and Ford, and also Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. What's going on? What's happening down here, my friend?
Lots and lots of good things. It's game day, folks, but we're here and we're always ready to give a good deal. We got 10% off on both new and select inventory here at Ford and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We have a huge inventory of both new and pre-owned cars, paying extra dollars for trade-in, but then we're willing to go the extra mile for you. Good luck, Elizabethton. Let's win another championship this year.
There you go. Lynn Freeman, general manager of Ford of Elizabethton and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Elizabethton. The Eagle Center downtown Elizabethton. What's it all about, ma'am?
Well, thank you, Tom. It's a great place to shop. We have a little bit of everything. We like to use the quote, "Things tell a story when people no longer can."
Mhm.
So we have a building full of things that are reminders of our past, good conversation pieces, things that add character to your home, collectibles, home decor, furniture, vinyls, coins, just a little bit of everything.
2 floors. How many vendors?
We have over 50 vendors.
Over
We have
50 vendors.
downstairs and a main floor.
Lots and lots of things in here. Something for everybody, for kids, for men, for ladies. Going back, antiques is what it's all about. So period costumes, period clothing, period jewelry, furniture, glassware. It's all right here. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday, closed on Sunday.
Social media, how to find you?
And we're on Facebook at Eagle Center Co-op, and then we have an Instagram that's Eagle Center Antiques.
Yep. And the phone number is?
It's 542-5547.
Last thing, what separates the Eagle Center from all the other antique stores in the Tri-Cities?
Well, I think it's probably the vendors. We just have really good vendors who bring in really quality things, and they change up all the time. They're in and out every week, bringing new things, and they're really good about keeping their booths clean and neat, and the things are displayed easily so you can see them. And we just have a lot of unique, unusual things.
And the slogan is?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
There you go. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
Hi, I'm Heather, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is getting the perfect bite. It's probably not the first bite, it's the second or the third, with the juicy chicken and the delicious pickle. The bite with the pickle is it. I mean, that is like the magic combination.
In the house, our official meteorologist of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Jesse the Storm. No, wait, here, just lift it straight up. There you go.
All right.
I don't cause. There you go. All right, don't. Afraid you're gonna pull something out there and knock us off the air. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Busy this morning.
Yeah, we started out pretty slow when I got here at 11, and then it picked up dramatically probably around 12 o'clock hour, so that was a significant difference.
School's out, teachers in their eating, different folks. It's a professional work day today for the Elizabethton City Schools. Kids are out today and tomorrow, and teachers are obviously coming in working, and we'll start school back up on Wednesday.
Yep.
Forecast, man, it has been nice out here.
Don't get any nicer than this. Temperatures in the 70s this afternoon. Same story tomorrow. In fact, we'll start getting them close to the 80-degree mark once we get to 80 Wednesday and 80 on Thursday. So definitely warmer than normal and probably near record warmth if we're talking numbers as far as this time of year. I mean, November, it didn't get much warmer than 80 degrees. So
I
pretty
love it.
impressive. I do too. And we keep this warmer weather pattern all the way into the weekend, but rain chances increase. We have a slight rain chance first part of the week, but better chances in the Carolinas. Once we get towards the later part of the week, especially into this next weekend, that's when all of us should see that widespread rain chance moving here into the Tri-Cities region.
When is that again?
This weekend.
This weekend?
I would
Okay.
say there's slight rain chances, all the way from Wednesday through Friday, and then it really picks up over the weekend, Saturday, Sundays, when we see that really increasing rain chance.
We need the rain, too. It's dry.
Yeah, we do. And I totally understand everybody's a little shell-shocked right now, but you don't want no rain because you don't want wildfires on top of what we had, 5 weeks ago. We don't want to be dealing with that, so we need some rain to balance things out. Hopefully it's just not too much.
Yep. Well put.
Yeah.
So you've got that. You've got, again, warm temperatures,
Yeah.
rain. What's going on in the Caribbean? Got something going on down in there right now?
There is some development down there. National Hurricane Center expecting a tropical storm by later this week that will head towards the Gulf. That's probably going to head towards the Mississippi Delta region, I would imagine, maybe a little bit further east than that, and it's going to weaken. It's not going to be anything super significant if it pans out the way it looks right now. And then that slug of moisture in that Gulf flow, that southwest flow from the Gulf, is probably going to give us that rain chance this weekend, kind of along with the remnants of that, but not expecting anything significant in terms of a hurricane right now. We'll see what happens.
There you go.
Yep.
Winter forecast. You want to jump out there yet and make one? You still collecting everything?
Well, I'll probably release the bullet points here in a week or two, but if I was to go ahead and tell you, right now we are under kind of a neutral INSO, which means El Nino we had last winter. We had a pretty moderate to strong El Nino. We're coming off of that, and we're trying to transition to a La Nina, a weak La Nina. So that really focuses on what's going on in the central and eastern equatorial Pacific as far as water temperatures are concerned. So with an El Nino, you tend to see warmer than normal sea surface temperatures in that part of the world. And with La Nina, it's cooler than normal. So we're seeing some cooling of the waters around the equator over there. And that tends to affect our weather patterns as we go into the wintertime. So with La Ninas tend to favor warmer conditions over the southern U.S. That includes our part of the world. So we tend to see warmer than normal winters during La Nina. Of course, there's a lot of other variables at play that can offset that. So I would think overall we see a warmer than normal winter, but that doesn't dismiss the idea that we can still have periods where it gets cold and it tries to snow. So that's something we'll be watching as we go forward.
There you go. Our official meteorologist of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the one, the only, who works here, by the way, Jesse, the Storm Tracker Sacker. Where can we find you on Facebook, sir?
I'm on Storm Tracker Sacker on Facebook. That's SACHER. And you can also find me over on Instagram and Twitter, or X, as some people like to call it, over there as well. And shoot me questions or comments. I'm happy to respond to those, and we'll let you know.
There you go. Good report, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our buddy Jesse, the Storm Tracker Sacker. Let's take a look at the National Football League before we get out of here. Let's start with the Thursday night game. The Bengals will be in Baltimore to take on the Ravens. And next Sunday coming up, got 2 good games coming up. The Steelers will be in Washington battle the Commanders on Sunday. Steelers at 6-2, Commanders at 7-2. And then Sunday night's game should be a dandy. Detroit 7-1 against the Houston Texans in Houston at 6-3. Other games next week, next Sunday, the Giants in Carolina both 2-7. Buffalo will be in Indianapolis, Bills 7-2, Colts 4-5. Atlanta will be in New Orleans to battle the Saints. Falcons are 6-3, and the Saints are 2-7. Denver will be in Kansas City. Short week as they play tonight. The Chiefs will host the Broncos. They are right now at 7-0, and Denver is at 5-4. Minnesota, the Vikings at 6-2, will be again coming up against Jacksonville in Florida, and they're 2-7. New England 2-7 will be at Chicago 4-4 on Sunday. Then a couple of 4-4 teams will battle each other, the 49ers and Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. Although that's going to change because they are playing the Chiefs tonight, so they won't be 4-4 on Sunday. They'll either be 4-5 or 5-4, they being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tennessee, the Titans will be in L.A. to battle the Chargers. Titans 2-6, Chargers 5-3. The Jets will be at Arizona, 3-6 New York and 5-4 Arizona. Eagles in Dallas next Sunday afternoon. Cowboys struggling. They're 3-5, and Philadelphia, the Eagles are 6-2. As we said, Detroit and Houston on Sunday night. The next Monday night a week, Miami will be in L.A. to battle the Rams. Well, that'll be a yawner. Miami 2-6 and the Rams at 4-4. The teams off this week coming up. The bye week are for the Cleveland Browns, the Packers, the Raiders, and Seattle. So there you go. Raiders firing different people yesterday. I think there's more changes coming as they fired their offensive coordinator, Luke Getsy, and he's gone. And they also fired the quarterback's coach and the offensive line coach for the Raiders. They have an off week to get ready for the Dolphins, so they're making some changes. And apparently what I was reading this morning before I came to do the show, that Mark Davis, the owner of the Raiders, said there's more coming. So it won't be just those guys. Who's in the playoffs right now? In the AFC, the top 7, Kansas City, Buffalo, the Steelers, the Texans, the Ravens, the Chargers, and the Broncos are your top 7 in the AFC. In the NFC right now, your top teams are Detroit. Obviously, they are red hot. Also, you have Washington, the Falcons, Arizona, Minnesota, Philadelphia, and the Packers are your top 7 in the NFC. So that's what's going on in the National Football League. And tonight, it's the Chiefs and Tampa Bay. Again, that one getting underway in KC tonight. We'll take a break, come right back after this. You're watching show number 2177 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show at Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells officer, officer, they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie's delicious.
The Tom Taylor Sports Show. Shots and rapid tests. Tell me about that, would you please?
Yes, shots is what I've been doing, I feel like, about continuously the last few days. We're about getting into the prime time of flu season right now, so, you know, if you haven't got a flu shot yet, now is the time to do it. And besides the flu shots, which we've got high dose and regular dose, we've got the COVID boosters, we've got shingle shots, pneumonia shots. Right now, kind of flu season, you know, respiratory bugs and things like that. Pneumonia is the big one, and RSV has been prevalent this year, and we've got the RSV shots as well. And with insurance, those shots are free, so, you know, come in, takes about 2 minutes, and we can have your shots.
Tell us about the rapid test.
Yes, for those we do flu and then strep testing. And what we do is charge flat $30 for the test, and if tests come back positive, we can get you antibiotics and write those prescriptions here. So that's something, you know, rather than spending 2 or 3 hours in a urgent care or something like that and then having to go to a pharmacy and pick up medicine, you can come in here, have that test, and we have results in about 5 or 10 minutes, and then prescriptions if you need them, and you're on your way. So
you're a literal one-stop shop there.
Yeah. That's something, if you're sick, you want to be in and out and back home as quick as you can. Yep. So we try and make it easy for you.
It's all here at Lingerfield Drug Center, downtown Elizabeth, and right beside Carter County Bank. Be loyal, buy local, and support our local folks here in town. And give me the hours you're open.
Here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12.
Social media?
On Facebook as Lingerfeld Drug Center.
Phone number?
It's 423-542-2138.
One of our great sponsors, folks, Lingerfield Drug Center, downtown Elizabeth, and right beside Carter County Bank. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Lingerfield Drug Center.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Hello to Gator Man. How you doing, sir? Reba Whitehead. Thank you all for watching. We are live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on show number 2177. Let's see. Let's turn this around here a little bit better. Let's turn this right. Like that. Do that. NASCAR, how'd it go? We got them down to the Final Four. Championship 4 is set for this weekend in Phoenix. And it will be second straight year Ryan Blaney wins the race in the round of 8 elimination race in Martinsville to advance to the Final Four. So coming up on Sunday, it will be Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, and William Byron will be running for the championship. Kyle Larson out, Denny Hamlin out. Those are two guys everybody thought would be in there running for the championship. Christopher Bell out, so it's down to the Final Four. Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, and William Byron. I picked Logano from the get-go, so he's got a 1 in 4 chance of being there, winning the championship. He's going to be there. He's got a 1 in 4 chance of winning it all. And so the race this weekend in Phoenix, Tyler Reddick, William Byron, Ryan Blaney, and Joey Logano. Of course, Blaney's the defending champ, so it'll be exciting this weekend at Phoenix. We'll have more to say about that a little bit later on this week. All right, as we told you, Food City on Friday, to make it official, Food City collected over $2.1 million to aid the flood victims. Wow. So Food City and the Eastman Foundation presenting checks over $2.1 million to the United Ways of Southwest Virginia, Northeast Tennessee. That's awesome, to aid the flood victims. Very, very nice. So the campaign ran from October 1st to the 12th. In all Food City locations, customers willing to participate and wishing to participate were given the opportunity to make a monetary donation at the checkout. And you did. Thank you for that. To the tune of hello, John Haynes, $2.1 million. That is awesome. Now, there's another chance for you to get involved. There's a concert coming up, not this Friday, but next Friday. Is it Friday or is it Thursday? Let's see, the 14th. Oh, let's see when that would be. The 14th will fall on when? Thursday, week from Thursday. There's going to be a concert at Freedom Hall. A really good concert. Contemporary Christian artists Stephen Curtis Chapman, Brandon Heath, Point of Grace, Jason Crabb, Sean Dietrich, Chosen Road, Darren and Brooke Aldridge, Jason Levin's band, and Taronda Green. All on one ticket, one night, Freedom Hall, next Thursday, the 14th, to raise money for the flood victims of Hurricane Helene. Tickets are $20, kids $200 to get in free. All proceeds will support Samaritan's Purse. That's the Franklin Graham organization out of Boone, North Carolina. Samaritan's Purse. Disaster relief efforts in western North Carolina and east Tennessee. So get your tickets. You can walk up and get them at the gate or at the door at Freedom Hall next Thursday. What a lineup. At short notice. They've done a great job. Stephen Curtis Chapman, Brandon Heath, Point of Grace, Jason Crabb, Sean Dietrich, Chosen Road, Darren and Brooke Aldridge, Jason Levin's band, and Taronda Green. Next Thursday, 14th, Freedom Hall, Johnson City, $20 tickets. And doors open at 6. Concert starts at 7. All the proceeds support Samaritan's Purse. That'll be next Thursday. That'll be a heck of a night of music at Freedom Hall. That's going to do it on this edition of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We thank you for being with us. We covered college football. Didn't cover Major League Baseball. The free agency market starts today, and so we'll know tomorrow. Some of the folks are moving around, and so we'll take care of that. Hello, Coretta Clowney down in Union, South Carolina. How you doing, ma'am? And so wrapping up 2177 tomorrow at Poor Trav's Deli, the home of the steamed sandwiches right down the street here. We'll be there tomorrow with a new set of guests ready to go. Wednesday, we'll be at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Thursday, we'll be at Big John's Closeouts with the Hammer High Prices. And then we'll wrap things up, kicking off the weekend and wrapping up the work week. We'll be at Food City here in Elizabethton with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So we're going to step back and enjoy it. See, do I have anything tonight? I don't. I have a night off. That's great. So because basketball's right around the corner, we're out every night for about 3 months. So we'll enjoy tonight. And so I'm at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton today. And, of course, they've been rocking since we got here. They rock every time we come here, and they rock at the Johnson City Chick-fil-A all the time as well. So Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. Let's give you the verse today. We always dedicate our broadcast to the man that hung on the cross. Today, certainly no exception. And so, as we're at 50 days to shop from Christmas Eve, it's hard to believe. We're down to 50 days. It says here, Luke 1:49-50 says, "For the mighty one has done great things for me. Holy is his name." Luke 1:49. Luke 1:50 says, "His mercy," which he keeps us from what we deserve, "his mercy extends to those who fear him from generation to generation." Wow, hit it. That's awesome. Luke 1:49-50, "For the mighty one has done great things for me," and he has, for all of us. Holy is his name. Verse 50, "His mercy extends to those who fear him from generation to generation." Good way to end it. Thanks for watching today. Back with you tomorrow. Thanks again to our guest today. Yep, she came. She always does. We appreciate her coming in from Sycamore Shoals. Look what I bought today, too. Is this not awesome? She sold this to me. It's great. Look at this. Put a little candle in that thing. One of those little fake flickering candles. I mean, you can get a real candle, but I'm not going to do that. We'll get me those little flickering candles. So thank you for her stopping by today. And we thank you for Andrea DeMoss stopping by. Lucas Honeycutt came by, basketball coach and now vice principal at Elizabethton. Thank you also to Billy Etter, cameo shot. He was here today. Appreciate that. So I think we got them all. And so we appreciate her coming as well. And so we will, where are you after that? I'm off for the rest of the day, I think. I'm sure I got stuff to do. Won't be on the air anywhere. All right, that'll do it. We'll back with you tomorrow. Thanks for watching the show. Show number 2177. We wrap it up by saying, as always, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2177 today from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. See you back here tomorrow at 11 o'clock from Poor Trav's Deli Steam